In this video, we're going to go over entering an invoice. To enter an invoice, you go to AP, then you click on Invoice. This brings up the invoice screen. In this screen, you would put in the invoice number. If you don't have an invoice number, you can double-click and put in the date. Next, put in the payee. Now, this payee can be a vendor, it can be the management group, an owner, or a tenant. We're going to select the vendor, the due date, and then down at the bottom you put in the bill to. This bill field can be the management group, owner, property, tenant, or unit. You're going to then enter in the bill code, the amount. You can put in a memo, and you can put in additional line items if you need to by clicking below. In the invoice discount field, the discount amount is deducted from the payment if paid prior to the last day field. When writing checks, the invoices with missed discounts can be viewed separately. The check will be written for the discounted amount and the owner ledger will be debited the full invoice amount, unless the owner is set to receive the invoice discounts, which is determined by the management fee assigned to the unit. If you choose to only pay part of the invoice, the discount will be lost. The management group must use the same posting table as the owner or property if the management group is getting the discount. If you enter multiple line items with a discount and one of those line items cannot be paid, the discount will not be taken on the line items that are paid. Discount percentage entered here is used to calculate the discount amount in the total discount. Discounts are prorated among all the line items. The discount dollar amount is subtracted from the total amount of the invoice shown in undisclosed total, and discounts are prorated among all of the lines. Work order section, information from work orders can be pulled into the fields on the invoice form. Pressing the flashlight button will display the find list for your invoices. Selecting one will fill in the work order field on the invoice. If the bill to is the tenant, then marking the checkbox will invoke the breakdown of the parameters defined under invoicing in the tenant profile. If no parameters are defined, the split will be 50-50. If the checkbox for split charge with owner is not marked, the tenant will be charged the entire amount. The effect of using this feature is to allow you to charge the tenant for part of the charge to the owner. The owner still pays the entire amount to the vendor, but is reimbursed by the tenant for the appropriate percentage up to the split maximum defined in the tenant profile. Tenant open credits will not be used to automatically pay off a charge posted this way. The only way that you can bill it to a tenant is if the bill code selected has a charge code associated with it. So the way to check that out is to go into the yellow folder and look here for general repairs, account general repairs. Since there is no charge code here for general repairs, you won't be able to bill to the tenant on this. You would actually have to put in a general repairs charge to bill it to the tenant. If you don't have a general repairs charge, you can click on the yellow folder and then type in general repair to fill in all the information and then click on save. This will point a charge for general repair in order to charge the tenant to the bill code for general repair. Once you've inputted all that information, then the invoice is ready. If you are using the one-time payee field instead of selecting one of your vendors and you just put in one here for a vendor or a person that you are not usually paying, then you will also have to go over to the payee address and comment and fill in the information for their street address. If you're not using the one-time field and you are paying this to one of your vendors, then you will already have the payee address and comment field selected and filled in. Once you have that entered, then you can just click on Post. When you click on Post, then your invoice will be there ready to pay. When posting an invoice, the application will automatically check to see if the invoice number has been used previously for the same payee in the past 90 days. If an exact match is found, a warning screen explaining the situation will display. You can click Cancel if you want to change the invoice number, or you can click OK to ignore the warning and post the duplicate invoice number. This completes our video on invoices. If you have any questions, just give us a call at 1-800-397-1499.